So is this the ultimate night out scent? This one I just checked on the website. They have 22 left in stock. This one is Royal Chariot's D Attar by the Duo brand. This is a hybrid of Yves Saint Laurent's Why Le Parfum, which is one of the most popular designer fragrances out there right now, and one of the most popular niche fragrances, Layton by Parfum de Marly. Both of those are vanilla and apple based fragrances. This could potentially be the #1 clubbing night out on the town fragrance. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on it very soon, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I give you my thoughts on Royal Chariot's D Attar by the Duo brand, and of course with Attar being in the name, you know this stuff is going to be beastly. I'm going to talk to you about the smell, the notes, performance, all that good stuff. But before I dive into the review, I do want to say that if you're a fan of fragrance related content, and of course if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and also give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. So again, you think of Layton, you have lavender, you have vanilla, you have apple. You think of Why Le Parfum, which is one of the better performing Yves Saint Laurent fragrances. Of course, now we have Why L'Elixir, but with the Why Le Parfum, you do have the apple, you have the woods, you have the vanilla, the tonka bean. So combining those two elements really is a marriage made in heaven. And this one is super strong. I mean, this stuff is quite beastly. I'm going to tell you all about the smell in just a little while. Let's start things off with a quick look at the presentation first. So right in the opening of this fragrance, oh my goodness, I got more of that Why Le Parfum than the Layton initially. And it opens up with this bright burst of bergamot, and it's refreshing, it's crisp, and it gives you this sharp, tantalizing vibe in the opening. But then you also have this sweetness lingering in the base, and it can be perceived from the very opening, so there's no waiting game to be played here. You get it right away. But that bergamot is so bright and refreshing, and you have this crispness of the apple. And I love it because you have the duality of these two different expressions of the apple. Now, the apple that is in Why Le Parfum is a lot fresher. The apple that's in Layton by Parfum de Marly is a lot sweeter. I'm not going to call it a candied apple, but I will say it's a lot sweeter. Now, what's interesting is here you do have the vanilla that I guess when you have it coming from two different angles, it contributes to the amplification of the sweetness. And that's what's happening here. So right away, you're like, oh yeah, this is going to be a night out fragrance. So you're going to take the complement factor of both Why Le Parfum and Layton, and both of those are huge compliment getters. The only other Yves Saint Laurent fragrance that I would say compares as far as compliments are concerned is the brand new Myself, but that one is not for a night out. That's more of like a professional office scenario. This stuff is incredible. Bright apple, fresh bergamot, some smooth woods, this vanilla, this sort of ambery vibe. And yeah, you do have a little bit of lavender in the heart just to keep things fresh and modern, and the modernity, the sensuality, the flirtatiousness. This stuff is crazy good. And I love that it's equally balanced. In the opening, I got more of the Why Le Parfum. You give it 20-25 minutes, you're like, okay, it's a nice even Layton and Why Le Parfum. So again, if you own Why Le Parfum and Layton by Marly as I do, and you know, maybe you're into layering, you don't have to worry about that with this particular fragrance. With this one, thankfully, it has everything, all of the ratios, everything is, you know, the dirty work has been done for us. So I really appreciate that. Super high quality, love this one. And again, I checked the website this morning, there were 22 bottles remaining. So please get this one, especially for like a summer evening. I think it's going to be fantastic. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. So first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, super unique fragrance in terms of that layering combination. Now, of course, this is a hybrid, so by definition, it's not unique because it takes two existing fragrances, and this is their interpretation of those fragrances, but kind of, you know, duified, if you will. But it smells amazing. Super high compliment factor, great for a cool evening, a night out, party, club, bar, you name it. Longevity, 10+ hours. Projection on this one was also very good for the first hour and a half of application. It radiated just a little bit beyond an arm's length, especially while that bergamot is still bright and strong in the opening. It became an elbow's length scent right around hour 8, a skin scent right around hour 10. In terms of the versatility, okay, it's a little masculine leaning. You can dress it up, dress it down. And again, it's great for a night out, as I suggested earlier. I think this one might be better for the colder weather, but if it's a cool spring and summer evening, or if you're gonna wear it in a climate controlled environment, wear it whenever you want. And of course, this one will appeal to somebody a little bit younger, I think, on account of that lingering sweetness. Although it's not a gourmand, it is kind of in that aromatic vanilla territory. And as far as the presentation is concerned, really cool label on the bottle here. I love the simplicity of it, and of course it keeps the cost low. My final verdict on this fragrance is this is the ideal hybrid for a night out, partying, clubbing, bar scene, so on and so forth. Or even if you're going on a romantic date, you want something that's going to have mass appeal, it's going to get you compliments, and something that is super affordable. Check this out. Thanks again for watching. I love you all. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this review. If you have tried this fragrance, or if you have any favorite hybrids from the brand, drop your comment down below. Always love the interaction. And don't forget to support the channel by clicking subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching. I love you all. And we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Bye.